Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to this historic occasion for Concord University. Thank you all for taking the time from your busy schedules to be here with us today. Today's groundbreaking ceremony and the official start of the renovation of the Towers dormitories is the beginning of a new milestone in the journey of Concord University, and we are excited that you chose to be part of it today. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Concord University, Dr. Kendra Bogus.
Thank you. We are so pleased that all of you are here with us today. I want to recognize some VIPs who are here and mention that Mike Browning from Joe Manchin's office is not able to be here till 3 o'clock. Had a little trouble with what time he was supposed to be here. So I want to thank Richard Jarrell, who's a member of the Concord University Board of Governors, Ted and Susie Rogers. Susie is a member of our Board of Governors, Mr. and Mrs. Mike Kessinger, president of the Concord University Alumni Association, Emeriti President Jerry Beasley, Randy Price, a member of our foundation board, Mr. Elliot Hicks, a member of our Board of Governors, Jason McDaniels, one of our graduates, and I want to thank the news media for being here as well. It is my honor and privilege to welcome each of you to today's groundbreaking ceremony, which celebrates the renovation project for an inspiring and critically needed upgrade for our Towers dormitory. We are glad to be here celebrating among friends. This is a joyous occasion. I know we have a little liquid sunshine out there, but it's okay, especially for those of us who've been personally involved in the planning and impetus for this renovation. The students, the Board of Governors especially, who wanted to make this dormitory experience a better one for students, the parents who've helped us to begin the funding of this building, the faculty, the staff, the administrators who eagerly await the opportunity to provide better living for our students, future students, and guests who might fill the building during summer conferencing. This renovation will be very much like a dream come true for each of us. Like the leaders and builders before us, the project we're celebrating today has required leadership, foresight, special planning, and support. And while we break ground today, this is the culmination of years of planning and foundational work, and we thank those before us for their hard work, their vision, and their support. This day has been years in the making. We're all part of an amazing history here in Athens, and the history of caring for students, caring for the university, and for seeing many successful graduates take their places following their time at Concord. Each of us here today has had a special role in getting this university to today's ceremony. And as you know, there are many months of construction ahead, and while it's definitely begun, we know there's going to be days of excitement. There may be a little bit of frustration on the part of our students who are waking up already, listening to hammers, and I want to thank our housing staff for calming the waters and making them happy, because it's going to be about a year and a half of adaptation, and at the end, it's going to be more than worth it. I look forward to standing here with you upon the successful completion of this project and cutting the ribbon together in 2018. Finally, on behalf of Concord's leadership team, I want to extend our thanks to each stakeholder group represented here today. And I also want to thank our Vice President of Administration, Rick Dillon, and our Assistant Physical Plant Director, Gerard Folio, who will be overseeing some of the renovation of the new dorms to a new and more modern state. I also want to thank Billy Fraley, who is going to make certain our students are moved from here to off to Sarvey and back again, that they're inconvenienced as little as possible, and that they're happy with the outcome of the project. And finally, I want to thank our students, because this is a difficult time for them, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. So again, thank you for coming, and thank each of you for your involvement in the project in the days and months ahead.
Remarks on behalf of the Concord University Board of Governors will be brought to you by Mr. Elliott Hicks, Chair of the Board of Governors.
Thank you, everybody. On behalf of the Concord University Board of Governors, we are thrilled to be here for this occasion. You know, I think this project has been on the boards probably since I became a member of the Board of Governors about 6.5, almost 7 years ago. And finally, we stand here ready to throw a shovel in the ground and get this ready to go. There will be inconvenience, but in the end, the students will be better served at a time when some people are questioning the value of higher education, at a time when our state has wavered sometimes in its commitment to higher education, to making our state a better educated state, to higher education, to primary and secondary education. We stand tall here at Concord University saying that we want to make sure that Southern West Virginia and the surrounding communities we serve have a good place to get a nurturing education. That's what differentiates Concord University from a number of other universities that serve our state. The nurturing aspects, the care that this community gives to its students. And so we're proud to be here for this, another demonstration of the care and the nurturing that Concord University gives to its students. And thank you for being here.
Remarks on behalf of Silling Associates will be brought to you by Mr. Jody Driggs, Principal of Silling Associates.
Thank you so much for the honor of participating in today's ribbon cutting for the Towers Residence Hall renovation project. This project marks yet another very rewarding opportunity for our studio at Silling Associates to serve the campus, the students, faculty, administration here at Concord. For the past 4 years or so, we've worked very closely with and come to admire many of the people that make things happen here on campus. And while there are far too many to name, I do want to specifically thank Mr. Rick Dillon, Dr. Chuck Becker, Jerry Vonville, Gerard Folio, and again, Bill Fraley, for their collaborative approach to getting this thing right. That's something that we work very hard for with every endeavor that we take on at Silling. I'm particularly impressed with and inspired by our president here, Dr. Kendra Bogus, for her leadership and vision for this institution. Her intelligence and wisdom are evident, and I don't just say that because she married an architect. Our firm tends to gravitate toward projects that have meaning and legacy. Is inspired again just by the words that Elliott shared with us. We're humbled by the idea of being a part of something that has purpose that far outlives ourselves. Higher education in that way is a place that we can completely invest ourselves in. The impact that Concord has on so many folks here in Southern West Virginia and the surrounding regions is significant, obviously economically measurable, but culturally and socially immeasurable. The importance of education has never been more true for our state. So again, thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. To make a collegiate analogy, all buildings have to take a class. It's a freshman orientation class. It's called Shelter 101, Being Smarter Than Water. While Towers has contributed to the collegiate experiences of many, many students for many decades, this building seems to have dropped that class long ago. So what you're going to see in the coming months is the recreation of a building envelope whose primary design objective is to be smarter than water. We've spent a tremendous amount of design time and study looking at technical options, systems, details, and wanting to make sure again that we get it right. And I'm confident that at the end the building will pass that class with flying colors. I'm also hopeful that the aesthetic outcomes are going to be viewed as an improvement. I'm pretty confident that we're going to achieve that as well. We worked with many of the stakeholders through this process. We all built a strong consensus, I think, that the character of this building can and should be in keeping with the cohesive architectural vocabulary of the Campus Beautiful. So I'm excited for Concord. I'm excited for the first students who will step into their brand new dorm rooms, fully renovated bathrooms, hook up to expanded and improved wired and wireless technology, use elevators that operate a little bit more consistently, and come away with an understanding and relationships that make a huge difference in their lives. So again, thank you for the opportunity to be here. We're grateful to all of you.
Remarks brought to you on behalf of the Concord University student body, Ms. Ronnie Wood, President of the Student Government Association.
Thank you. As we all know, the Towers renovation project has been a big deal for a number of years. We've been hearing about it at least since I was a freshman, and I know that many of the students on campus have heard about it a lot longer than I have. Even though it's been a long time coming, it's exciting to have been part of such a big change at Concord. Students have been involved as possible in the entire project, including helping pick out the side of the building, what it's going to look like. Although construction isn't always fun to go through, I think that we'll all be happy to see the incredible new changes to the campus beautiful.
Man your shovels.
You couldn't hurt it anymore. It's already a puddle.
I want to thank you once again for coming, and we look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony at the completion of the renovation in 2018. Please join us now for our Founders Day ceremony at 3 o'clock in the Fine Arts Center. We have 2 vans available to transport you there if you don't want to walk. So please, they're right out front, and we'd love to have you join us. It's going to be a great ceremony. Thank you so much.